universe, media, network, 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 network.
Hello, welcome to the STL REI Girls Podcast, recorded live today at Webster Groves Garden Cafe at 117 East Lockwood Avenue in Webster Groves, Missouri. I'm Sandra Holtmeyer.
I'm Melanie Claborn.
And today we are here with Suzanne Hunn. We're going to talk about her name change that's coming up with FasterFunds Lending. Suzanne is highly motivated and her passion is to serve the St. Louis community by helping people meet their dreams and goals. So we will hear from her in a minute. But Melanie, what's new with you?
Well, I know this is separate from real estate, but I found out I'm going to be a grandma of a baby boy.
Woohoo! Congratulations.
I'm excited.
Yeah, that's
the
big
newest
news. I know. That's great.
No, I can't wait. I'm so
Oh,
excited.
that's fantastic.
So July 7th is the date.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Of course,
that's
it's like a closing date. It might move.
right. Well, that's a little hard to top, but I've had a pretty good week. I'm closing my third wholesale deal this week, so I've never closed 3 in a week. So I'm excited about that.
That's a new one.
Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah.
Good
So
for you.
that's
That's
fun
exciting.
stuff. All right. Well, let's get started.
All right. Welcome, Suzanne Hunn
Thank
for
you.
now,
Yes.
and Luther very soon. So we're
Yes.
excited about your life change that's coming up. That's going to be awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, she
I'm
squeezed
excited.
us in 3 days before your wedding? Thank you
3
very
days.
much.
Aw, thank you for being on the show and making time for us. Oh my goodness. Well, we are excited to have you here, and Suzanne has actually funded, oh my word, several of my deals throughout the
mine
last
too.
couple years,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
some of Sandra's too. So we're happy to have you here. We've dealt with you before, and it's always been a really great experience. So
Thanks.
let me give you kudos for your whole process and your company, and just everything has just been really good.
Great. We can't wait to hear more about that. But tell us a little about your personal life. I know you're getting married, but
Yes.
tell us about you.
So I am getting married in 3 days. And I live over in Waterloo, but do all my investing in the St. Louis market. So I started working for FasterFunds Lending. I actually got to help kind of start that business. So I've been doing that now for about 5 years.
Wow.
And have been watching it grow, and started off as a business of me part-time with me doing a bunch of other stuff on the side to now it being a full-blown business with 3 other team members, and it's kind of my baby that
That's exciting.
is really my passion and my focus.
I didn't realize it was only 5 years new. Mm-hmm. That's amazing.
Yep. Yeah, we funded our first loan actually in August of 2015. So it's not even 5 years
even
old
5.
yet.
Wow.
Amazing.
great.
You guys have done a great job.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's been fun to grow.
So we know you've been in the hard lending money industry for 5 years. That was the next question. So I wanted to know just what you think helped you to have such a great success, because 5 years is not a long time to go from part-time doing a little here and there to
Yep.
full-time with 3 assistants. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What was like a big catalyst for you?
I am a big proponent of, instead of jumping in the deep end, start in the shallow end and just kind of build over time. I am a fan of just growing slowly but surely and putting in really strong processes and systems that mitigate your risk, because obviously as an investor, there's a lot of risk you're taking on.
Yeah.
So when we started this business, it was about, okay, let's figure out what process works best for us. Let's figure out what our identity is as a hard money lender in St. Louis. Who are we going after? What's our ideal customer? How can we reduce our risk? And then once we kind of perfected what we were looking for, we just let it snowball. So we really focus on what we call our tribe. So our tribe is a group of repeat real estate investors that fit our ideal customer, and our goal is to just do business with the same people over and over and over and over again. So that's been what's kind of snowballed our business. So the first year we were in business, we had $1 million on the street. Then the next year we doubled it and had $2 million. Then we had $4 million, and then we had $6 million. And this year we're hoping to end 2020 with $16 million on the street. So
Oh my God.
it just kind of...
It's exponentially growing.
Yeah. So we just really focus on finding our ideal customer and then keeping them happy and keeping them around. And we found that when we treat our people right, they refer phenomenal people to us too. And we can start off by doing one deal with someone, and then a few years down the road, we're doing a handful with them all the time. So that's how we've really kind of propelled our business.
Excellent. That sounds great. So you put in the work in the beginning to build your system, and it was a system that could handle. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were looking ahead then.
Yep.
That's excellent.
And we hire when we're ready too. So kind of always like paying attention to your business, and the leader is always the limiting factor. So I know there's only so much time and capacity I have. So and there's things I'm better at and I'm not so good at. So kind of identifying those holes and weaknesses in myself and putting the right people in to kind of make the puzzle complete so we can grow and expand has been really important to us too.
Excellent. Wonderful.
That's a true skill. A lot of people don't have that knack, and they just struggle and struggle. So that's good that you've identified that and actively worked towards making that happen.
Yeah, it's super crucial to do that if you want to scale your business
Right.
anyway.
Great. So, Suzanne, what appealed to you most about the hard money? Like, really, what kind of helped you get started, and what made you want to do this?
So before I started FasterFunds lending, I was actually working at the University of Iowa and managed a bunch of apartment complexes that students lived in and had like a student staff. And I felt like I wasn't able to truly make a difference in my community. I felt like I served a purpose to my student staff, but I didn't feel like I could make the impact I wanted to make there. So when I started FasterFunds, I wasn't honestly sure if that was what I wanted to focus in. So I did a little bit in helping out our company's property management team, and then I did a little bit in contract to close for our flipping business. So I kind of got like a broad real estate investing education. But what really appealed to me about the lending aspect is I'm able to work with people who have this dream of rehabbing and reselling houses or building up a rental portfolio. And they have the right skill set, they have the right knowledge, they have some money in the bank. They just need that push. And I have just loved watching all of our borrowers start to take actionable steps to meeting those goals. And now that we've been doing this for almost 5 years, I can see some of their dreams becoming a reality.
That's great.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
That's been what's been really appealing to me. And the wide ability that as a lender I have to help the whole St. Louis community, because I'm lending to super quality rehabbers and landlords. So they're taking that dumpy house on the street and they're turning it into something amazing. And they're just, by one house and one loan at a time, we're making St. Louis just a better place and seeing
love
that
that.
impact.
I do too.
I think that for me, that's part of the good thing about what I do too, is you can take a house that's been neglected and looks terrible and turn it into this darling little cottage, or take a bigger house and make it gorgeous. So
make a great home for someone, and the neighbors appreciate it. A lot of times it's
Yeah.
vacant or it's just been dilapidated. It was the worst house on the street, and they're so glad someone finally came along, and it improves their property values too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it improves. That one thing can just have this massive impact, and
it's like a ripple effect.
Yep.
It's really good. I love it. I love being a part of that.
yeah, me too.
So, going on from there, since we're part of this re-imaging St. Louis, making everything beautiful, let's go back to when you first started. I think you probably had a good support team or encouragement from your family and from the people you were working with already in the flip business and everything like that. So the question is, what kind of support did you have, and how did that help you and propel you?
Yeah, I had a lot of family support. Obviously, it takes a little bit of family support when you have like a total career change. But I've always been told my whole life, if you're going to a job because it's just a job, you need to find something else. So you should find something that you love. And my stepdad has always told me that going to work for him is like playing a game of Monopoly. He never feels like it's work. It's like a game, and it's fun to him. And so that's what I've always been searching for. And I feel like when I started with FasterFunds lending, it kind of clicked, like, I don't know, 6 months or a year in, and I was like, whoa, this is it. This is like my passion. This is what I'm meant to do. And my family could all see that, and my coworkers could all see that. And I think it also helps that I am within an organization of a family of companies. So lending is just one of our 5 branches.
Right.
And we have created a really awesome leadership team for our family of businesses. So all of us as leaders are able to support each other and build each other up. And then I'm also in a nationwide mastermind that has also really helped push me and support me, especially as we continue to grow, to kind of help me just continue to be a better version of myself to keep propelling our business
and see
forward.
that next step, whatever that next step would be, to see it before you get there.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I love masterminds. I'm in one too, and it's really nice when everybody can speak into your business and show you, well, here's the next step to go to, or this is what I did, it didn't work, and you might want to tweak it this way. It's just so nice to have that support.
Yep.
So for people listening, for other women listening, that's why I asked that question, is because getting support around you is highly critical. It's really good to have it. And if you don't have like a mastermind, you can always speak with people at the REIAs. You can always, find someone who you can ask questions. And for me, in my experience, when I started into the business, everyone in the real estate investment world was so kind, and they would share. And they would, I had people share letters and postcards that they were using, and I was just like amazed at how open the whole investment industry is and how wonderful and supportive they are. So for people who are listening and not quite into the business yet, you will get support, and you'll find someone who can answer questions and eventually find yourself a mentor or a coach or a group. And that's the way to grow.
Yeah, I think that's critical. It's wonderful you had family support. Not everyone has that. So sometimes you have to surround yourself with other people that will support you, and a coach or a mentor and a mastermind. Those are all wonderful things. And from my former career, I didn't get that kind of support. It was, every man, woman for themselves. Everybody was competing with each other. You didn't share any insider secrets or successes unless you were forced to. So it's so different in real estate. So I agree. Yeah, ladies, just reach out and ask and participate. There's so many great groups around town. There is way more support than you'll ever realize.
Ever need.
Yeah. I mean, it's endless, and everyone is very generous with their time.
Yeah.
So
I actually was looking for other females who were in the real estate investment industry. I don't know, it's probably been now like 2 or 3 years ago, and I wasn't finding that. And so I just created my own group, and we just very informally met once a month at the Bread Co-off Mid-Rivers, like one night, once a month. And it was, didn't cost anything. And we just showed up and just kind of swapped stories and supported each other. And to me, that was huge, to just kind of show that there are other females in this industry. And it's nice just to be around like-minded people who are doing what you're trying to do too.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great point. Don't be shy. Reach out and create your own group.
Yeah.
Melanie and I are in a kind of